Howdy, and welcome back here to Alma. As we're going to do something a little different in this episode. We're still in June, and yes, we did not move on to July. I know, but hey, we did the thing that we were trying to do to get to get to July, and that was to sell the soybeans. We've done that. We've sold the soybeans. And we're sitting kind of plush right now on money, which is good because, well, by the end of this episode, we're not going to be nearly as plush as we are right now. But for right now, what I'm going to do is we're going to take this over to the other farm because we have our semi and grain trailer here at this farm for hauling things around. So I'm going to take this over to the other farm. So we can store it over there for, well, yeah, so we have something to haul the canola and oats around in. Let me just take this corner. So let's head over here, and then we will get this put into one of the sheds because we have an entire farm full of empty buildings, and we need to start filling those up. So let's put our first equipment on the farm. All right, here we are. Let's just take a wide turn here. Now I need to figure out where we're going to store stuff. So what I'm kind of thinking is I need to figure this out actually. So let's take a moment here and stop and think about where we're going to put what. So this is kind of our workshop area. So we now actually have a place to work on our equipment, our tractors, fix things. So that is a huge plus because we did not have that on the other farm. So that is something there. For, you know what, we're gonna end up buying, yeah, you know what, this is something we're gonna do. Maybe not this episode, but we might start looking into it. We're going to start buying duplicate equipment so we have, the same type of equipment on both farms. So we have our grass work equipment over on the other farm. I think we're also going to put some grass work equipment on this farm as well. And I think we're going to put it in this shed. Because this shed is actually, I think this is the same shed I have at the other farm. So that kind of fits. This will be kind of our grass equipment shed. Granted, we won't have as much other equipment. So I think what we'll do is we're gonna have a harvester as well because we need to have 2 harvesters. So I think this shed here will be where we park the harvester. Yeah, because this kind of makes sense because we have a similar style, but that the round building over there for our harvester. So this will be the harvester building on this farm. Go and close those doors back up. Oh, and turn the lights off. Don't want to write up my electricity bill. And we'll probably put the header for that harvester in here because I want to try and start putting stuff, keep everything indoors, and so that way our equipment lasts longer. Now that leaves our, the trailer, where we're going to put the trailer for hauling the stuff around. And I think our silo shed makes the most sense. So, we have this spot over here on the silo where we can park some stuff. And I think this is where we're going to park our trailer. So let's hop in here and, oh yeah, I forgot we have this other shed down here, don't we? Oh, this is awesome. We have more sheds than we know what to do with. I think I just changed my mind on where we're going to park the harvester and the header. We're going to park them in here because this right here is actually perfect for a harvester and header. I actually may park both of them in here. I think we just, yes, I'm going to park both harvesters in this shed. Yeah, I mean, that means we'll have to come over here to get our harvester for our other farm, but that's totally fine because we only need the harvester a couple of times a year, and that's a great place to put it. It's going to be easy to get in and out of. That's always a challenge if you have to like back in and back out or whatever. And then with the headers, the grain headers for the harvester, those are easiest to store in a pull-through shed. So, oops, tree. So yeah, we're gonna move our current harvester over to here, and not this episode, but in the near future, probably when we get time to ready to get to the canola, because I think the other fields will also be ready. We're gonna need to get a second harvester, and I have the wrong angle on this. All right, here we go. We start churning here. I probably shouldn't use this tractor because of the dualies, but I like dualies. Because hey, you know what? Bigger means better, right? Isn't that what it means? I don't know. I think it does. Whoa! Oh, nothing to see there. Nothing happened. That's some good solid steel right there. Yep, steel and concrete. Didn't do any damage to it or to the tractor. That's good. That's good. All right, let's just check our greenhouses here too while we're here. And you know, it looks like we do have some pumpkins and pineapples ready to be sold. We're not going to sell those yet. I want to keep storing them until they get a little bit higher in price. And I might check that. Actually, let's check that now. Let's just check and make sure when the best price is to sell those. So it looks like May for the pumpkins and February for the pineapple. But the price difference is not very much right now. Almost nothing. Huh. You know, I think it kind of makes sense to go ahead and sell those now. So let's run them back to the farm. We'll grab our trailer, get those loaded up, get them sold. Just thinking about it, I mean, are you really gonna store, you know, fruits and vegetables for over half a year? No, you're gonna sell those frequently to the stores. Actually, very frequently. So yes, let's go back. Let's grab our trailer, and then we will get those loaded up and get them sold. It won't make a whole lot of money, but hey, just a little extra money. Maybe that'll get us over that $1.4 million hump. All right, so was about to do that, then I remembered we should probably get a worker going on mulching this field that we just harvested. Yeah, I know there's no rush to get it done, but I always like to get the mulching done as right away so that when it comes time for planting, we can just go. Don't want to have to worry about it. So let's go ahead and get a worker going on this, get a mulching while we are taking care of selling those pallets from our greenhouses. Let's get this pulled up here. Whoops. I forgot to lower it. There we go. Oh, wow. A little dusty there. Oh. All right. Let's get this on the first waypoint. Let it go. Go. Get away from that dust cloud. Hey, you. Stop following. Nope. 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 You're coming over here. You know, and I actually may take that path and take it along the edge of this field here. I may do that. And maybe just like cut into this field here a little bit. Yeah, I may do that. So that way we have, we can get to the, to this road here from there. and not have to, because for some of our equipment, that little narrow bridge could present a problem, although most of our stuff won't have any issues with it. As I was driving along there, I was like, wait a second, I could just save some time by cutting through our field here. And you know, I did mention we do have a plan for this field, and I haven't told you what it is yet, and I'm still going to hold off on that. It's going to be a surprise. You'll have to stick around for a future episode for that. But for now, let me just head in here and let's get these pallets set to spawning. There we go. And where is the other one? There you are. Let's set you to spawn as well. There we go. And what I'm going to do is, because we want these set up to where they are going to be delivering to the store. So for now, what we're going to do is put these to selling. So that way it's like, as they're producing each month or whatever, they're going to sell directly to the stores. That will save us having to come over all the time to take care of them. All right, so let me see here. Let's start with these ones here. Now in the upcoming months, not going to be right away here, but as we get this farm fully furnished up and running, and specifically when we do the next cut on the alfalfa field that we just cut over there, when we get that field ready to cut again, what I want to do is we're going to take that alfalfa, bale it up into hay, and we'll store it here, and then we will start moving animals over, like moving the sheep over into that sheep pen over there. You can kind of see it over there in the distance. But yeah, so that's the plan for that. Now, however, much sooner than that, we're gonna, once our alfalfa that's currently in the silage production gets processing through that, because it has a lot to process. Actually, let me just jump in the menu here real quick and show you that. Where is our productions? They are down here. So let's head over to our fermenting silo. So we're down to 60,000 liters of silage. However, we still have the 413,000 liters to process through. And as this is processing through, my plan is we're going to stockpile a little bit here. Probably when we get up to about 100,000 liters, we're going to take that, load it into a trailer, and then we'll come over here to our barn over here, get it stockpiled, and move all of our dairy cows, all the Holsteins, over to this farm. Because kind of the long-term plan I have there is this farm is going to be our dairy farm, and the other farm is going to be our beef stock farm. These did not load right, I don't think. Let's try reloading these here real quick. There we go. That's how they're supposed to load. Okay, there we go. We have our pallets, so let's take these into town and get them sold. Now the cow barn I was just talking about there that we're going to move all of the dairy cows over to is the one, oops, there's a tree there. The one down there through the trees, you can kind of see it there. That's where we're going to move all the dairy cows over to from the other farm. we'll probably do that in July. So yeah, we have a reason to go to July again. So we need to do that. We just need to get on to the July already. It's been that's just been going on for too long now. We just need to do it. So but first, let's head down to the town, get these sold, and then we will head back to our farm, and we're gonna make a very large purchase, which will drastically reduce the amount of money we have. And then I think we'll move on to July after we do some cleanup, because in the last episode I kind of mentioned that, like, hey, we have a lot of stuff parked around, we don't, you know, that needs to be put away. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a moment, wash everything down and get everything put away, so that our equipment is in good shape. So I'll be back as soon as we get these delivered. And we're here in town, and you know, I gotta say, I actually have never taken the time to, like, as you're driving through this town here, this town was done amazingly well. I mean, this is very detailed. Also, that car wash, I'm gonna park here in the middle of the road. What are they gonna do? Tow me away? But this car wash is kind of cool. It actually is a fully functioning car wash. You can, you know, actually wash your truck and stuff here if you want. I mean, how cool is that? That just shows the level of detail and putting all the little final touches in there. Yeah, that's just awesome. Anyways, just a little side note. I mean, you know, it's things like that that make this map so amazing. And let me see here, where we're taking this is, I believe it's back here. We're going to the pizzeria and to the other restaurant, and I actually don't know which one's which. We'll just pull through here and see what sells. I don't think I think this is the pizzeria, so this won't take the pumpkins, I don't believe. Nope, it won't. So cool. All right, so that just selling the pineapples has put us over the 1.4 million. That's awesome, because we're about ready to spend a whole bunch of money. Let's just get these. Oh, I didn't pull forward enough. It wasn't selling all of them. All right, that's the last of the pineapples. And then let me just drive through this little grass area, get turned around. And the pumpkins, I think, are getting sold over here. Yep, they are. They'll sell a lot faster. All right, so we are now at $1,413,530. Oh, sorry, yeah, we have a worker out there mulching that field, so we're spending a little bit of money. So let's head back to the farm, and then we're going to let's make our big purchase, and then we're going to do a little bit of cleanup, put everything away, and then we're going to move on to the month of July. And we're back here at the farm. So let's get this parked here real quick, and then I'll do a little bit of tidying up here, getting everything washed and put away. And then we will come back with the big purchase items here. So let's get this parked here. All right, so I got everything cleaned up on this farm, everything put away. and we're gonna run over our harvester with our corn header and our grain header over to the other farm. And I have a guy following me in the truck so that well, we can get a ride back because it's a long walk. So let's head over to the farm, get these put away. Actually, will this fit through the bridge? Barely. All right, just barely. All right, so let's head over to the other farm and get these put into their new shed. And then after that, we will work on making the big purchase. And it looks like the worker is still out there in the field, but almost done. So that's good to see. And we have made it over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little bit wide here, just because we do have the grain header hauling behind us. And that thing sometimes has a mind of its own. And I think the best way to do is we're going to head around this way to the back end of that shed. So that way, whenever we want to use it, we can just pull out, going right out in the front of the shed and right into the fields. Now let's stop there, and I'm going to go ahead and stop the follow me on that and turn off the truck because we're burning diesel, and diesel is expensive. Oh my goodness, is it ever expensive? Let me just go ahead, and I think the light switch is right there. Okay. And actually, no, let's leave the store closed. We're not going to pull it through all the way. We're just actually, let's go ahead and leave it open just in case I need to do some, finagling afterwards. What's good? I'm going to drop the header there for a moment because what I want to do is I want to get this corn header part here. And I think if we just go right here. Yeah, right about there. Let's drop that there. Perfect. And ideally, I wish I had a tractor over here. We're gonna need to get one soon. But I want to, figure out which one we should get. Speaking of that, if you have an idea of which tractor we should get for this farm, leave a comment. Let me know. It could be dangerous. I may regret that. Be nice. Yeah, let me know, because what we're looking for is kind of a, I'm trying to think here, what do we need for this farm? Am I clear? I am. All right. So what type of tractor do we need? We need something that can haul the cart up there. So it's gonna have to be medium to large, as well as doing the mowing and the belling. So we may need 2 tractors, or I may bring over one of the tractors from the other farm. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. So we're going to need at least 1 tractor, and I'm going to say we're going to go in the medium to large area. And we need a front PTO on it, just in case. Or do we? Yes, we do, for the mower. Yeah. All right, so yeah, that's what we're gonna need. We're gonna need a tractor, medium to large size, and I think 1 is enough because we can bring over one of the tractors from the other farm. Probably the McCormick from the other farm. We'll probably bring that one over. So yeah, so I think if we get just that, the McCormick over here, plus another medium to large tractor, we'll be set for tractors on this farm. We will have to get all the grass equipment, a baler, a bale trailer, and all that. But we will worry about that in the next episode or future episode. But start leaving comments now of what tractors you think we should get, and just give a couple of suggestions. I know some of you are probably going to say, "Oh, get a John Deere, get a John Deere." Well, yes, I'm talking to you, All Family Gaming Dad. We probably won't be doing a John Deere because we want reliable tractors that aren't expensive to maintain. Now, I'm trying to think about something here too while we're over here. Before we head over to the other farm, make our big purchase, move on to July. I had said we're going to get rid of both bale sheds, and I'm kind of thinking about that a little bit now, because something I did not think about is this sheep pen here is, I think on this sheep pen, we have to use bales to feed the sheep, I believe. I need to double check that. Because I know when I tried bringing a trailer through here to drop off alfalfa, it was not working. So I think this does require bales. I will double check that, but I'm pretty positive that is the case. So if that is the case, then what we are going to want to do, oops, let me close that. What we're going to want to do is we're going to actually probably want to keep one of the bale sheds. And I guess this one here makes the most sense. At least I think it does. I think this one makes the most sense. It's right next to the shed. I mean, I really want to keep this bale shed up here, just because this just looks so cool. I mean, this shed is so awesome. But I think for what our plans are, I think it makes more sense for the future plans to get rid of this shed, and keep this one down here. So one of the reasons for that is, as I try not to lose my voice, one of the reasons for that is we are planning on putting in a production area, probably right in the area where this house is. And then I want to put in some chickens. And I'm thinking this area right here is where we're going to put the chickens in. I haven't totally figured out which chicken pen we're going to put in, but I'm kind of leaning, if I can make it fit, I'm leaning towards this chicken pen here from MA7. It's just going to it's going to be a tight fit, but if we can make it fit, that would be cool. But we may not be able to make it fit. So if not, then we'll probably grab one of the other ones. And the production we want to put in here is actually, because this is a this is a canola farm, so we're going to want to put in an oil factory here on the land. And I'm kind of debating on trying to find a more less industrial one, because we have these styles here which would fit here, and it would work great, and we may end up doing it anyway. But I want to see if I can find a oil production that is not quite as industrial looking. And because pretty much all the oil productions I found so far are pretty much, well, very industrial looking. And I want to try and make it kind of fit with the vibe here we have on the farm. So yeah, so if you have any ideas or suggestions for that, leave those in the comments as well. Like, what's the name of the mod and what's the name of the modder as well, and I'll see if I can find those. I was kind of thinking like, hey, you know, Omatana does have these little small ones here, but they are if they produce a very low, very low rate. And yeah, I could edit those and all that, but I want to see if we can't find something better. I mean, I could do something like this, I guess. I mean, that kind of could fit. I don't know, but yeah, so leave some comments. Let me know if any ones you think where we can process that canola to make some more canola oil, and we'll check them out. But for now, we're gonna head back to the farm because we have a major purchase to make, and then we're gonna move on to July. Finally, you know, that thing we've been doing, trying to do for what now, 4, 5, 6 episodes. I don't know. It's been forever. We're gonna finally do it. I swear. I promise. We're gonna do it this episode. We will make it happen. Alrighty, we got the on the way back. I stopped by and grabbed the tractor and the mulcher because they are all done on that field and it is ready to go. And I'm going to switch views here, just so this is a lot easier in cab. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, I got this all washed up, cleaned up, and so we're getting that put away. Let's go ahead and park this in the shed. This is our big boy. And the next task it will be doing is we will be spreading some slurry on that field we just harvested and mulched, so that it will be all good to go come planting season, which is going to be a few months off. So we have a little bit of time for that. All right, so that leaves, well, the 2 items that we need to get done for this episode, which are making our big purchase and then moving on to July so that we can move all of our dairy cows over to the other farm, provided we have enough silage. We should by July. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to head over here, and I'm taking the scenic route. Okay, we're going to head over here and talk about what we're going to purchase, which is right here. I kind of already hinted at it in the last episode when we were building the silo, that, hey, we're going to buy this field at some point in the future. Well, that some point in the future is now. So we're going to buy this from Michael Hammond. So let's go in here to the menu here. And this is actually a very big purchase. So that's this field here, and it's very large. It's one of the larger fields on the map, but this map actually kind of surprises you. There are some small fields, but there are some very large fields on the map. So I mean, like we have 4, we have 3, we want to get 10. 10's another very large field, but we're looking at field 1 here. And I mean, yeah, it's not as big as 34 or 22, which are astronomical fields. So is 30. So is 40. So is 24. I said, this map kind of deceives you by how big it actually is. And it has such a great variety of fields. One of the main reasons this map is, well, one of the many reasons this map is so amazing. But we're going to buy this field here. It is $554,000, which is why I was saying, like, yeah, we do have we're a bit plush with cash right now, but that's going to change. And it's going to change right now. So let's go ahead, make the big purchase. There we go. So we're down to 857,000, and we're going to spend some of that 800,000, and we're going to actually cut it in half and pay off one of our loans, because we're spending 3,200 a month on this loan right here, and we can pay that off. So why not pay it off? I mean, why not? Yeah, why not? And I think this loan actually was our starting loan that we got when we first started the game too. And, you know, we do have the requirement of being debt free, but that was kind of our starting loan. So getting that loan paid off is huge. This is a big milestone for us. Yes, we still have the $2 million loan, which, well, it's basically $2 million still. That one's going to take a little bit to get paid off, but we will eventually get there at some point. So we own this field now. This field is huge. It is, looks like it's 40 acres. So this field is going to be big for us. We're going to make I think some really good money. So, I mean, we have that field of all wheat. I think this is also wheat. Yes, it is. So we're going to have a ton of wheat come harvest season, and we're going to make some really good money off of that. We're not going to sell the wheat. Our plan is actually, we're going to take that to our grain mill, process it, make it into flour, and then take it over to our bakery and make a ton of money from all of that. So that's the plan, and I think we're gonna make bank on all of this. I mean, we're kind of banking the farm on making a lot of money. But let's head over here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move on to July. Finally, I know we've kind of dragged on this episode a little bit here, because I was like, well, we just got to get to July. It's been way too long. It's been a long time coming. It needs to happen. We've been talking about it for quite a few episodes, which actually I think in real life has been over a month now, talking about moving on to July. So we're going to do it. It's happening. We are doing it now. I know. I'm kind of like drawing it out, aren't I? All right, let's just do it. All right, we have done it. We are in July, and it's a beautiful day. Beautiful sunny July day. And we're gonna do the thing that we need to do. Actually, let's just make sure we have I'm not too worried about, you know, these cow pastures have plenty of food and all that, so we're not too worried about that. We will, because the plan is we're going to actually move our beef stock cows out here into the pastures, because the whole reason we put these pastures in was so that our cows can come out here and enjoy the outdoors during the summer months, which we are still in. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to move all of these dairy cows over to our dairy barn. So let's, hey, it's the first one that comes up. Dairy cow barn. There we go. All right. You know what? I thought I renamed these. Well, just a moment here. Before we move them, I need to rename them. And I could have sworn I have already done this, but for some reason it didn't. All right, so we got cow barn. Let's make sure it took. Yep, cow barn. Okay, that's cow barn. And I've sworn I've already done this. In fact, I'm positive I've done this multiple times now. And let's just go over here. The slow process of going all the way across the map here. At least going back will be fast. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so this is supposed to say Dairy Cow Barn. Just make sure. Yep, Dairy Cow Barn. Okay. And we're back. Let's just go up to this and make sure. It says Cow Barn. Okay. I think we're good this time. I think it took. I don't know why it didn't take last time. So what I want to do is we're going to move these over to the Dairy Cow Barn. So let's go ahead. We have one bull. And then we have 20 heifers. Let's just go down here because I think each one of these should be the same exact thing. 20 heifers and one bull. And then the last one is Dairy Cow Barn. And same thing. One bull. 20 heifers. There we go. So our cow pastures are all emptied out now. We will move over the beef stock. But we'll worry about that in a future episode. So what I'm going to do is, and I'll do this off camera. I forgot to watch this. See you too. Oops. I'm going to take this over and I'm going to grab some food for the cows. We just moved over there because right now they don't have any food. But so I will get this loaded up with some silage, get it over to our other cow barn, to the Dairy Cow Barn, get them fed, and then I'm going to wash this down. But we will go ahead and wrap up the episode here. And I want to thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. It was a little bit longer than normal. But you know what? We wanted to get to July. I mean, it's been a long time coming. We've been trying to do it, and we are finally here in July. It's about time. Crying out loud. But yeah, I want to thank you for watching, like I mentioned, and like I said, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment. I did mention, let me know what tractors you think we should get for the farm, because remember, we're looking for either like a medium to large one, and ideally not John Deere, but just give some suggestions of what you think we should get, and we'll check those out and see if we can find a good tractor for that farm. But until then, until our next episode, I hope you have a really wonderful day. Enjoy your week, and hope that you can pick up the game, play it a little bit, and hope to see you out there on the farm having some fun.